Hey guys, my plans for this video were to explain my thoughts and opinions on Giorno, and state the parts of the character that I like, and the parts which I don't like. Please don't take this video too seriously, this is just for entertainment purposes.
このジョルノ・ジョバーナには夢がある。
Giorno Giovanna is the titular character of the fifth part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He is a resident of the Italian city of Naples, which is presented to have two significant problems in the anime: drug addiction and lack of proper order. After having two violent encounters with gang members Leaky Eye Luca, whom he kills, and Bruno Bucciarati, Giorno is inducted into the gang by the latter, with the ironic intent of stopping the gang's drug trade and banning it altogether in Italy, which Bucciarati is aware of. From there on, it's kind of an adventure that you have to see for yourself. A very bizarre one. Now more about Giorno himself. He's introduced as being a mischievous but good-hearted person. This is shown in him stealing some money from tourists he had just met, but then spending it to get both him and a child some ice cream. I like the scene because it actually mirrors a segment of Giorno's backstory, where a gang member that he had saved pays him back later, and giving him the ice cream is one of his favors. Another thing about the backstory which I really admire is the character development. Contrary to expectations, Giorno hasn't always been a confident and charming person. In fact, as a child, Giorno was quite underconfident and miserable, being bullied frequently and abused and neglected by his parents. It wasn't until that one encounter with the gang member I'd previously mentioned that changed his life and his personality. Since then, he has progressed slowly to being a more solicitous person. While I'm not the biggest fan of Giorno, which you'll see why later, I think Araki has done a really good job with introducing this character because he has multiple sides or layers. Giorno is also shown to be quite cunning, as he had tricked a visiting Koichi Hirose side character from part 4 into letting him steal his luggage. Similar to when he steals some money from the tourists he had helped, Giorno magically turns Koichi's belongings into something else entirely. This is his stand ability, Gold Experience, that we first catch a full glimpse of during his second encounter with Koichi. Gold Experience has the ability to turn inanimate objects into living beings, whether that be plants or small animals. It also gives life to already existent living beings, like growing this tree's roots and aging its branches. I have mixed feelings about Gold Experience for a plethora of reasons. I like it because it's an interesting and unique ability with a lot of versatility. Furthermore, Gold Experience can hold its own in combat, as it's a close-range power type, and any damage that's inflicted onto whatever it transforms will be reflected onto the attacker, being one of the only two stands in the part to have this gimmick. However, the problem with Gold Experience for me is that it has major consistency issues throughout the plot. We see this for the first time during Giorno's encounter with Polpo's stand, Black Sabbath. Towards the end of the fight, Giorno explains that a stand continuously gives life. That's why the tree died of old age. Prior to this, we haven't been told that it can give life to age an already living organism, only that it can turn objects into organisms and inject life force into its punches to disrupt the target's senses. Like I said, there are a lot of moments like this where it's like, oh, my Gold Experience can do this now, and I feel like it gets more and more powerful throughout the show, which is nuts because it's already a strong stand in the first place. If you're confused right now, here are some more examples.
能力が分かりましたぜ。真意がなんだって。したことでね。ボスは自分の潜んでいる肉体を危険にさらすことはない。それに生命のエネルギーは一つだ。
Also, can someone explain to me how is Gold Experience able to heal others? Like the scene after the Ghiaccio fight, Gold Experience is shown fixing up Mista, but Giorno claims that Gold Experience doesn't heal. This is some pretty confusing logic. So he transforms the bullets in Mista into body parts? But would you classify organs and tissues as living? It's a little complicated here because some would say yes because of the individual living cells, others would say no, it's whatever. With a couple exceptions such as the Bucciarati and the Malone fight, I don't seem to enjoy the character in fights much. This is because a lot of the fights are just so formulaic. Here is how it goes. The new villain catches Giorno off guard, putting him in a near-death state. They have the chance to finish him off, and either they seemingly do, or they don't for some reason. Regardless of the choice, Giorno has lost 8 gallons of blood and is still able to function and think rationally because of resolve or some nonsense like that. His theme plays, and then he does some 200 IQ move that doesn't even make sense sometimes, and outsmarts his opponent. Rinse and repeat for the next villain. Compared to other fights, particularly Bucciarati's and Naranja's fights, Giorno's fights seem less like a fight, and more like Giorno toying with the villain until his theme plays. I know it's been 3 years and everyone's used to it, more if you count the manga, but what is that hair? Did Dio overdose on heroin and enter a drag queen contest or something? I don't know which parent he got his fashion sense from, but he does not know how to dress. Overall, I think Giorno is a unique character with a very interesting ability. He's a bit overpowered and overrated, but I can understand fans liking him because of his unorthodox and iconic fighting style. I may not like him in fights, but I appreciate the fact that Giorno is not that one-sided tough guy or the socially awkward salaryman. He's actually a pretty normal person outside of a gang, which is rare in anime. Those were my thoughts and rants on Giorno. I know I didn't mention Gold Experience, Requiem, one word, overpowered, or him being the son of the main villain of parts 1 and 3, but it's alright. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day. See you later.